A key component in the rotations of the Heat's defense is bump downs. So the ball gets on the wing and the wing player initially takes it. Then the guard in the top will then bump that player down. So in this scenario, we can see Tyler Hero initially takes the ball on the wing and then gets bumped down by Derrick Jones Jr. when he rotates over. Same thing in this scenario with Jimmy Butler and Tyler Hero. Jimmy Butler is going to bump Hero down and then the defense is set. The ball gets reversed on the wing here. Initially Olynyk has it, and then all of a sudden Nunn comes over and pushes him down. Same thing, the ball gets in the post. Wing takes it first, guard gets it, and then the wing bumps down. This allows an easy rotation and doesn't allow the Heat to get beat for easy corner threes, and you can see the angles they still take away that extra pass. An observation that I made when studying some film of the Heat's zone is when they contest shots, which they do a very good job of contesting shots, they generally will have, if they're out of position, what we call flyby closeouts. And what that is basically, instead of a normal closeout where you would close out, chop your feet, it is just get out to the guy, contest, and fly by out of position. Don't worry about boxing out, just contest that shot no matter what. It looks to be like a priority, to me at least, when I watch them contest shots or at least close out to shooters and run them either off the three-point line or fly by and try to get a contest on a three-point shot, whether it's a good three-point shooter or not. Which is an interesting note because a lot of coaches, especially at the high school level, teach chop your feet closeouts and don't be out of position. The Miami Heat help off of the corner in their 2-3 zone, which makes this a little bit more unorthodox than normal. A good NBA defensive team never help out of the ball side corner. This leaves an open corner three and an easy driving kick situation, and the corner three is one of the more valuable shots in today's NBA. Now what the Heat do is they help and have good athletes that are able to recover and contest some of these shots, and here we can see an example of them stunting and recover. But what that does is it leaves a slight window for a driving kick corner three that is a high value shot, and that is one of the ways that the defense can be exposed, is that open corner three. One of the actions that hurts the Miami Heat's zone is a spread ball screen. This will force the player to switch from the top of the key, the top two players, in this case it's Jimmy Butler, as Joe Ingles comes off this ball screen. And then we're going to play 2-on-1 on the weak side, forcing the wing defender to make a decision, and you can see that there is a gap open available for a drive as they come off this ball screen and we get a foul. Another example here from the Magic. Here we can see we get 2 on the ball for the Heat. What DJ Augustine does is recognize that they're in this zone and it's going to be a switch. And he's going to find the slot. And he's going to make an early pass to this slot for an easy catch and shoot three. In this clip here, we're going to see Duncan Robinson is responsible for the player coming off the ball screen. In this example, he's actually going to jump out towards Donovan Mitchell on the wing. That allows for an easy downhill jumper from Moutier in the paint with really no contest at all. The Miami Heat also go zone based on out of bounds. Here we can see the top 2 players in the zone, or the 2-3 zone. So the top 2 are going to usually be guards. And then we see the bottom 3 players, which will have the big in the middle and then 2 wings that flatten out, and it turns into a 2-3 zone where basically 4 players are in the paint and they're eliminating any easy baskets out of baseline out of bounds opportunities, which are typically a higher efficient offensive set that teams like to run. So they get easier buckets and easier scores in baseline out of bounds, and the 2-3 zone that the Heat runs take them out of it. The Heat's 2-3 zone also is effective selling out of bounds, as well as in end of game situations. So here you can see them running selling out of bounds. Generally speaking, selling out of bounds, base out of bounds, end of game is where a lot of coaches will run the majority of their plays, because the NBA is a flow-based game. A lot of concepts are played in the half court. A lot of sets are called in the setup situations. So having a 2-3 zone that's effective to run sell out of bounds, end of game, and base out of bounds will make coaches have to prepare for extra special situations and to come up with some zone plays for end of game and things like that. NBA coaches are adept at doing those things, especially drawing up them on the spot. However, it does add an extra wrinkle of preparation that didn't have before if you can run an effective zone at the end of games.